Alright, everyone, Supreme Kami over here. So I want to go over some campaign information with you guys. I know that I did went over already in my overall video, but I want to do this with you guys right now. So this is going to be to a new height. Equip AI marks to pilots over here. Yeah, AI marks essentially. So in this campaign, it's going to be like a 2 weeks long campaign over here. So in terms of the requirement and then rewards, you guys can see that the number of AI pilots equipped with AI marks, 10 or more 30x AI marks alpha, and then 20 million capitals over here. So this is going to be a huge incentive for us to equip anything that we have currently. I know that currently there's not a method at all to even get those AI marks right now, because like I don't know, have they have not even upgraded or updated the arena shop. So maybe when the arena actually drops, we can get that. I know that the actual banner is already live, but there's just no way to get any of those tickets. But then how are we supposed to complete this campaign within the 2 periods? So this campaign actually ends on September 28th. So we're like September 17th is the recording of this right now. So how are we supposed to complete this? If you guys did look at your login bonuses, you do know that we got 10. We got 10 of the white versions of those AM works. So judging by the statement right here, I'm not even sure if we have to upgrade, or let's say put marks into 10 individual pilots, or you can just kind of slap 10 marks to any pilots in general, right? So it does not have to equate up to 10 pilots. I'm not really gonna have you guys take the chance, so maybe you guys can just put 10 marks to any of your favorite pilots, for example, because at the end of the day, they're only the white version of it, so they're not even going to be anything too powerful. So I think that should be the safest bet for me personally when I'm like doing this right now with you guys. I'm just going to be putting this onto one of my pilots that I'll be using in terms of using it for the 3v3 arena. So let's actually go over to my shooter builds. That is something we have been working on throughout, the torso gear, the left arm gear. I've been working on that right now. So that is going to be something we'll be doing as well over here. And keep that in mind, I am going to be equipping this on my level 99 build project pilot scrap maker over here. So like initially when they did talk about how to get the how to equip these marks over here, they did say that there's going to be 4 slots available. The last 2 slots is going to be locked behind your portrait levels over here. So I do have this guy up to like the level 10 portrait over here. As a build project unit, this is a something very hard to do, but manage it with the resources that I had many months ago. Hey, I was able to dump into it. I had this guy up to like a level 10 probably many months ago anyways, but with this guy over here I can equip up to 4 over here. So you guys can see that we did get up to 10 over here. And then in terms of the war, what they're giving us is actually these guys over here. It's gonna actually what does it actually says over here? Okay, they're actually giving us the very first level, which is good, right? They're gonna be giving us 30 of these, and then it's gonna be essentially the same as these parts over here, for example. So you guys can see that these are actually just called marks tune up material alpha. So we are just gonna be getting the same thing in terms of the palette version. So we should ideally get 30 right here. You're gonna get 30 whites, and then we should be able to exchange it for the gold, and that will allow us to make our gold star right here into a red star. So that's gonna be very important to upgrade whatever parts you need to do. So for me personally, I am just gonna be equipping 10 over here, and then we're gonna see what kind of style we're looking at so far. So we went from 34 to a 50-14, so that is approximately like a 60% increase right here. So if you're going to actually do the math, you do a 1.6 multiplication right there. So that's actually pretty good. So let me actually do this right now and see how we're looking. Should be looking spectacular afterward. In terms of my shot defense, it's a little bit sad. Yeah, this is actually not the best palette in terms of the rumps of the build project palettes. This one is actually pretty sad compared to, like, let's say Laura Rolla. I think she's definitely the best shooter palette today. But here we are. We're looking at 50-14. So what did we jump up to? Okay, we went up to 115,000. That is crazy right there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think a lot of people are like probably 10,000 more points in terms of like shot attack from me. Probably people who have everything maxed out probably are looking at maybe 130,000. I think that's pretty much around the range you're looking at. So let's actually talk about what you want to be using in terms of like, okay, so now you guys do have 10 of these marks over here. Like, which one should I be upgrading? Which one should I be prioritizing, right? So let's actually talk about that real quick. So we're not really going to be focusing on any of these build project units because ideally I don't think a lot of people will have access to them. So I think what we're going to actually be doing in terms of some standard pilot I do actually have in stock right now. So this one over here, we have Kira Yamato. This is gonna be the Sea Destiny version. I would say he is definitely a good candidate. Because look at what we have so far over here. Look at that shot defense. That shot defense is gonna translate extremely well when you're looking at those 40% change gear. We don't have access to that currently, but we do have that 30% change gear, and man, let me tell you, that is gonna significantly boost whatever this guy is doing already. So this one is definitely a top tier for a shooter build, nonetheless. We can also come down to just a slot down below. We have the prevented win. I would argue that the prevented win is definitely a lot more better in terms of what you're trying to be doing, because prevented win is actually giving an, what is it, when an attacker will beam, all power boost by 30%. This is definitely a extremely good portrait for a free-to-play player, or even just anyone who does not have, let's say, access to like the build project units or build project pilots. This is definitely good. We can just kind of testing out like by putting 2 marks over here and see what kind of result we're looking at. So you're currently looking at a 2813. Keep that in mind. I don't really have access to the portrait level 5 unlock or even portrait level 10 unlock. So ideally, these are probably going to be the best method from going about that. So we are also going to do like a quick example, because for my sub slot, on my personal palette, I do have Graham Acre at a level 91, so I can give you guys a quick comparison from like the build project, because ideally at the end of the day, these can go a little bit further because they do have access to let's say 2 more trade levels compared to like those build project. If you don't have access to like any means to upgrade them to level 10, for example, they're just kind of stuck, in between these two first slot. But I would still argue that they are a little bit better. That is for sure. Build project still going to be a little bit better. We can take a look at Rindo. I think she's definitely a good choice as well. But her cap is going to be definitely a bit lower than what you would see compared to, let's say, the summonable ones over here, like Kira Yamato and then Preventive Win. I think ideally they are definitely going to be the best. They are, like, from what I have so far, I think they are definitely going to be the best one you're looking at so far. If we do max everything out, I don't know what's going to be. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so Grandmaker is going to be on top, and then Laura Rolla. She's going to be better. Look at that. Look at that. She has 4K defense. And look at Graham Acre and also Sadness over here. We have 14. Yeah. I'm going to be losing an enormous stats afterwards, so that is going to be a big bummer, but I don't think I have any resources to even upgrade that to, let's say, portrait level 10, so we're not going to be looking at that. Going back to the shot attack over here. Can I actually do this over here? Okay. So I do have another Graham Acre out here right here. So we're gonna do a quick comparison. So at base before mark, you're looking at 2878 already. So with marks, you're looking at 3714 and then 653. So it's still a lot more better using the build project unit or the build project pilots. That is gonna be forgiven, right? Because they're the hardest ones to get. They're the one that requires some more of summoning to do. So you gotta admit to that they are gonna be a lot more better. But ideally for most players, I would just say kind of go with, like, I would actually recommend this one, right? To prevent a win stuff, we're gonna be something good. So I think all the other ones are just not as top tier, because we also do want to take a look into their defenses as well. Their defense is gonna make up the majority bulk if you're talking about having that change skill 40%. So that is one thing. So we can actually transition into like a melee version right now. In terms of my melee, I have the Cessna FCA that we can just kind of upgrade on cameras. Well, so let's see. I'm just gonna be using all these right now. I don't know. Like I said again, I don't know if we have to do this on 10 separate pilots, or we can just dump it all into, let's say, I don't know, I have 4 slot right here. So I don't know. That's why I'm just gonna be testing this out. So don't do what I'm doing right now. I will highly suggest you guys to just do one at a time. Do one pilot per time. So hopefully that will work because I don't know. Just about that because it wasn't too clear, for example. So that's why I don't want you guys to take the chance right there. But let's see. In terms of Cessna FC, he's in terms of the EOS version, he's not the best. I can tell you guys that right now, he's not going to be the best in terms of build project to be looking at, because this guy's defenses is not that good at all. What is going to be the best in terms of looking at the melee version? I think Stella. I think she's the best. Yeah, look at Stella. So Stella actually, look at that defense, like 81, 81 48 and 5,000 defense. Like, oh my gosh, you can't make this up. She's too good. She is too good out here. But yeah, that is gonna be essentially it. But we can also look at what are some good melee choices in terms of like free to play option wise, or even standard unit. So let's see. Let's kind of scroll down a little bit over here. This one is gonna be a build project as well. So looks like this Domokashu is probably gonna be it. Like look at that. Melee attack is gonna be around the same as what we have seen for the shot variant as well. So around 6k is good. Melee defense is gonna be 39.98. So that is definitely good. This is gonna be an extremely good one to be working on. And I know that in terms of like melee build, Mobile Fighter has been the main talk of the century per usual. Just because it's gonna be boosting 10%, 10% melee attack and then 10% melee defense. So that is going to translate extremely well with like those change gears, those work gears. So this one is going to be ideally good for most players to be upgrading. So we can kind of take a look at the stat. So it's around the same as what we have seen for the shot variant as well, in like the opposite perspective. So 2844 and then 1844. So this is definitely going to be some good one to be looking at. Let's say Domokash right here. In terms of some of the other ones, I don't really see too much of like a big defense in terms of them. So that's that, right? Yeah, all the other ones are just not as prominent, I would have to say. Yeah, they're just kind of lackluster here and there. But this one is good, right? But this one is a shot. Yeah. So let's actually take a look in terms of the shot. What can we look at in terms of like some recently released? Let's say permanent pilots right here. So let's see. Whoops, wrong ones right here. So this one is this a little bit unfortunate that I cannot filter, but like what's like the highest one. I have not really been keeping track of like what is like the best pilot right now in terms of the standard version of it. Like these one are like, this one is good. This one is definitely going to be a solid choice for your melee build as well. 64 and then 34 for the melee defense. This is solid. This one is solid as well. Look at that. When attacking with physical, all power boosted by 30%. This one is good. Definitely gonna be good. Let's see. I'm just gonna go down the list right here. Just for a quick example. This one is gonna be a shot build base over here. So 50 or 5811, and then wow, defenses for both is actually good. Yeah, not bad. Definitely not bad. Like I have not really been looking at these, but I would say in terms of like the recently released pilots, in terms of like these caliber, I think they're pretty much around the same. And then you guys do definitely have to take a look into the portrait. I think that is gonna be most important as well. Like this guy over here, he's good. Like this right here is definitely what everyone wants in terms of like a melee build. So I would suggest you guys, if you guys don't have any like, if you guys are right now picking or which one should I pick in terms of like a pilot for like melee, for example, this one is good. Definitely gonna be good. Oh, I can actually filter this by, let's see. I can filter this by these right here. These are gonna be like, I'm gonna do melee first. We're just gonna kind of go down the list right now. Oh, Patrick Colosaur got one as well. What do we look at that? He's not the no, he's kind of he's not good. No. What about him? He's more too all-round-ish over here. These ones are not good. Like look at that. Because like they're all-rounders, they're just not gonna be too sufficient if you talk about like as you moving up the ranks over here. Like these numbers are good all-rounder type, but there's like in terms of like focusing on one, it's not too good. But In terms of the defensive value, they're top tier. That is that, right? They're top tier for sure. Bit dark over here. Ooh, this one is also good as well, but the portrait kind of sucks. Gotta say this one sucks right here. 63.77 and then 39.33. Yeah, that's good. Definitely good. What about this one? This one, yeah, this one is pretty good as well. Portrait wise, no. No, no, no. What about this one over here? 55.38. Okay, okay. I mean, it's there, but not really in terms of comparing that to the Gears up there. He's definitely top tier for sure. I'm just gonna go down a few over here, and then that should be pretty much it. I don't want to be. Ooh, whoa! She's good. This one is actually good. Like she has some good shot attack for both. Okay, she's definitely okay. She's solid, but not for like a, let's say, a type specific, like, you know, Bailey build for example. It's definitely not gonna be the best. So let's kind of transition to, I don't know, to like a shooter base now, and see what kind of option we have. Like I just wish we can filter this. Man, that sucks. We can't filter it. Let's see. Starting from the top, I think they should be good. Starting from the top, right? Not really. Nope. The portrait kind of like not working for me. This one, nah. What about lock on? I hope it's good. Ooh, lock on is good in terms of what his kid is building out. The offensive and then the defensive value is definitely top notch, but the portrait just the portrait is not having it. Like I'll give it to a stat, but like I guess subslot would definitely work for there. But man, this one, ooh, this one is EXP boosted by 20%. Oh, this one can be good as well, but the tag is like kind of like not as good. What about Amro? Amro is good as well. It just sucks that his boosting funnel rate is, which is not good. Funnel time up, yes, it's not good. So my peers, oh wow, okay, she's definitely top tier as well. You know, look at that. Defense is up to 5K. That's huge. She's definitely a one not to really sleep on as well. She's definitely pretty good as well. So, what about this one? I don't know. This one is like, yeah, this one is not good either. Ooh, whoa. Okay. All right. Never mind. I think she's definitely the better of the shooter base right now. Look at that. 60, 50, 60, 55, and then 53, 37. Okay. So like portrait wise is respectable as well. All shot attack raised by 20%. It's not the best. I can give you guys that. But whatever this kid is working out, you can definitely do some good stuff. Slot commander as well. Oh, this one is good. Yeah, she's definitely good. So I think, yeah, just look at a few of these examples. I am pretty much sold by what I'm looking at so far over here. So not bad. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go down the list any further. I think I've seen enough in terms of the recently released um, of these permanent pilots over here. So hopefully you guys do take advantage of those 10 marks over there, and then we will be getting this reward on the 29th, if I believe. So make sure to get these done right now. This is something you guys need to do for sure right now. So with that being said, that should be pretty much it, and then I'll catch you guys all on the next one.